Now, I think by now most constituents know that for me the single most important issue is the protection of our environment, and I've always allied myself with schemes that help our environment and always supported legislation that does it. It doesn't usually require votes in the House of Commons because most of these things we can actually agree on. So I was really delighted when the first bill to be published after this week's Queen's speech was the Environment Bill, and it's a whopper. 232 pages, 130 clauses, but it's actually quantity, not quality. This is a step change in environmental policy from this government. It puts environmental principles at the heart of legislation across government. There will be legally enforceable targets building on the net zero carbon target for 2050, which I certainly hope and I'm sure will be sooner than 2050 in any case. We're going to have a world-leading watchdog with the Office of Environmental Protection, which will have an oversight over climate change issues across government. There will be environmental improvement plans to drive government policy, public organisations and private businesses to deliver environmental improvement and sustainable growth. And importantly, there's a lot here about the polluter pays principle. There'll be extended producer responsibility schemes on packaging, for example, building on the work we've done on plastic carrier bags and bringing a deposit scheme on plastic bottles, so that it's the responsibility of the producers and the retailers to have less packaging and to deal with it. And there'll be action to restore or create wildlife-rich habitats to enable wildlife to expand and thrive, and that's particularly important in the planning system. And crucially, there's going to be local action on air pollution, because air quality is a very big issue, particularly around schools. It's a 25-year plan, it's an ambitious plan, but it's going to happen. And for those people who are concerned that coming out of the EU might mean some dilution of environmental standards, this is way tougher than anything in the EU at the moment. We are going to be world leaders in environmental protection, and I absolutely support that. And I want to hear from constituents as to how we can enhance this even more to make sure we have the best environmental legislation in the world by far.